get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
And good evening, Belize, and welcome to Big Chats right here on Love TV. And remember, we are being simulcast on More FM. I am Tyrone Chimilia, along with my co-host,
Idea Galanche, aka Lady Spice.
You know some spicy to them, man. Do that over again. You look a little bit, you know. So that seasonal, they're like, also a little bit of salt. You understand? You have to.
Alright. Make I try it again. I'm your girl, Idea Galanche, aka Lady Spice.
Yes, that's the one we used to. That's what Belize used to. Alright, guys. Today we have another fun, big show to pop off. And as a matter of fact, before I continue, Roderick, back you do your thing.
Yes, good afternoon, Belize. Right? Welcome back to another show of Big Chats with the communication corner. Me, myself, Roderick, right? You don't know how me always do it, right? I like got to know the entertain with self, the ask the questions and try to prize me and we laugh in the background too, but you know how all of that go, right? Just remember to text into the number 623-8455. Or you could send a message on Facebook and
8490.
Oh my bad, 8490. I'll give them phone number now.
You give a lot of numbers now, man.
Alright. Or you could send a message on the Facebook and we are mentioning it and we answer it. So that just how the whole communication thing work out today, right?
Alright, guys, I want you to be prepared for this. We have a new segment being introduced today on Big Chats called Keeping It Sexually Safe. And what is going to happen, the first segment you're going to see a question being done by Michael Welch and Kendra Griffith. On the following section,
Kendra
Butler, my bad. The following segment you're going to see Kendra again as well as Michael giving you the answer and you could win a prize sponsored by Moon Cluster. So that's a new segment being aired right here on Big Chats. And you guys, if you want to be more interactive with us, you could make sure that you get on the Facebook page or you could text into our number 623-8490. What else do we have idea? In fact,
I would just like to mention the sponsors because it will not be possible without them. We have SMART, United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, Summit Foundation, Hummingbird Furnishing, Coca-Cola, Moon Clusters Coffee House located at 25 Daly Street, Tony's Barbecue located at Sancas Plaza, the YAM members and their families, and the Belize Family Life Association.
And guys, make sure that you keep it locked right here on Big Chats. Today we are talking about contraceptive as well as the menstrual cycle. You know, so it's going to be a very informative show once again. We have Miss Anna Correa with us. We have Miss Burgess with us. And when we come back from the break, you're going to see them right here on Big Chat. So what we're going to do now is to take our first commercial break. So keep it locked right here on Love TV and More FM.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
iPhone 4. Or perhaps an iPad would be nice.
Or how about a Galaxy S3?
All these great deals are available at smart showrooms countrywide while supplies last.
Smart, bringing people together.
Hummingbird Furnishings is proud of its unique blend of wicker, rattan, wood, bamboo, and resin outdoor products made for domestic and commercial use. We continually strive not only to create beautiful work of art, but furniture that will last a lifetime. Each piece is intricately hand-woven and manufactured with the finest materials and craftsmanship available. Thorough inspections are executed as products progress through each department, assuring our customers the highest quality. Let us help you to create your very own masterpiece. Visit us in San Pedro, Placencia, or Belmopan. Browse our website www.hummingbirdfurnishings.com or call us at 822-3164. Hummingbird Furnishings. Beautiful furniture built to last a lifetime.
Big Chatz, great vision, greater action, by youths, for youths, building our nation.
The show that is not afraid to tackle the issues that you care about. The show that is inspired and created by youth for youth. The show that gives you what you've been asking for. The show that gives you a voice.
Big Chatz.
Yes, Belize, the Belize Family Life Association's youth advocacy movement is back with the #1 rated teen show on the airwaves, Big Chatz, at 3 p.m. on Love TV and More FM. Now with more surprises, more segments, more giveaways, and more burning issues. Tune in and log on to Big Chatz.
Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, call it Big Chatz.
When it comes to keeping the nation informed, the team of reporters and producers at the RSV Media Center is the undisputed leader in Belize. The evening news on Love Television is up to the minute, fair and balanced, and delivered to you in a way that makes it easy to understand. Join Andrew Gidwani and the news team each weekday evening at 6 o'clock for Belize's premier evening news. When Belizeans want news they can trust and depend on for accuracy and objectivity, they turn to the Evening News with Andrew Gidwani, only on Love Television, highlighting all things Belizean.
I wonder what I should get. How about a brand new iPhone 4? Or perhaps an iPad would be nice.
Or how about a Galaxy S3?
All these great deals are available at smart showrooms countrywide while supplies last.
Smart, bringing people together.
Hummingbird Furnishings is proud of its unique blend of wicker, rattan, wood, bamboo, and resin outdoor products made for domestic and commercial use. We continually strive not only to create beautiful work of art, but furniture that will last a lifetime. Each piece is intricately hand-woven and manufactured with the finest materials and craftsmanship available. Thorough inspections are executed as products progress through each department, assuring our customers the highest quality. Let us help you to create your very own masterpiece. Visit us in San Pedro, Placencia, or Belmopan. Browse our website www.hummingbirdfurnishings.com or call us at 822-3164. Hummingbird Furnishings. Beautiful furniture built to last a lifetime.
Big Chatz, great vision, greater action, by youths, for youths, building our nation.
The show that is not afraid to tackle the issues that you care about. The show that is inspired and created by youth for youth. The show that gives you what you've been asking for. The show that gives you a voice.
Big Chatz.
Yes, Belize, the Belize Family Life Association's youth advocacy movement is back with the #1 rated teen show on the airwaves, Big Chatz. At 3 p.m. on Love TV and More FM. Now with more surprises, more segments, more giveaways, and more burning issues. Tune in and log on to Big Chatz.
Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, call it Big Chatz.
When it comes to keeping the nation informed, the team of reporters and producers at the RSV Media Center is the undisputed leader in Belize. The evening news on Love Television is up to the minute, fair and balanced, and delivered to you in a way that makes it easy to understand. Join Andrew Gidwani and the news team each weekday evening at 6 o'clock for Belize's premier evening news. When Belizeans want news they can trust and depend on for accuracy and objectivity, they turn to the evening news with Andrew Gidwani, only on Love Television, highlighting all things Belizean.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
And welcome back to Big Chatz right here on Love TV. And remember, guys, we'll be simulcast on More FM. Once again, I'm Tyrone Shimila, and we have Haida Galanchi with us. And for our guest today, no stranger to us, we have Miss Anna Correa here with us and Nurse Eva Burgos here with us today, speaking about menstrual cycle and as well as contraceptives. But Roderick, you have our first giveaway for this afternoon. All right.
No, the first one I be a 2 barbecue fan. Tony is right, just done in a nice finger licking barbecue. Right, all right.
And I know we're giving away something from Mucosas as well.
Yeah.
That's for the kids segment.
I'm there for the kids segment.
Right, so let us.
All right. The first question is, what is the name of a female's first period?
Okay.
What is the name of the female's first period?
All right. Period.
Yeah.
Give me another name for period. What do you call it? The menstruation.
Menstruation.
The menstruation. The first menstruation. First one.
Yeah.
First time.
What do you call that? Wow, it's a good question.
A very good question. I never know until today.
What,
so that's a
will
good
they
question.
They are on 2 barbecue.
2 barbecue from
Tony's
Tony's.
barbecue.
All right, the text number is 623-8490, guys. Be the first to text in and win that finger licking barbecue from Tony's barbecue.
Okay, before we continue, we just have to ask Miss Burgos a little bit about yourself. Miss Anna is no stranger, but you know. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself before we continue?
Okay, guys, honored to be here, having fun with you youthfulness around. So I work, well, my background is nursing, but I also work as a health educator with a program called Go Hoven, which is a leadership program. But we do focus on SRH and the environment, so we do have a component of both.
All right, well, welcome to Big Chat.
Thank you.
All right, we're talking about menstrual cycle and contraceptives. Can we first begin with what is menstrual cycle?
Okay, menstrual cycle is the process in which the body excretes blood, primarily in women, and it happens, supposed to happen every month, right? And it's the way how the body functions so that when a young girl becomes of age and she wants to have children, then all of that is the process to getting to that point, right?
When is the first, at what age is the normal age for a female to begin her menstrual cycle?
Okay, well, we've been doing a lot of research and we're trying to get ages and what's not. There's no definite answer on age because we've heard of in Belize, as young as 5 years old have had their first period. And then I think that's the first case that I've heard that there was a 5-year-old, and then there's a 7-year-old that I know of as well. But in most cases, it happens around 10 and 13. And it can even go stretch up to 16.
Okay.
Right? So it could happen for people at different ages. There's no specific age.
Oh. So say, for example, at any given time, a young lady going through her first stages of adolescence, puberty, you could, it just happens, it doesn't come with a warning sign.
Well, there is a process that happens, and we call it pre-adolescence, where you already know that your body is going to go through changes, right? But the changes happen differently. So you have puberty, and puberty has, like they would say, you for a female, you have your period. Should I say the name? Or not yet?
Not yet.
Not
All
yet.
right. So you have
Not
your first menstruation or period. I'm trying not to say the word. And then, they would say there is the growth spurt, then there is the breast, then there is the pubic hairs and whatever else. But then times have changed, and before they used to have the period is the first thing, and then they say, oh, you're in puberty. But now we're realizing that everything else is happening first, and then the period can happen afterwards. Right?
Wow.
Like what are some of the signs? Your breasts start growing, your hips
No,
start
it's-
broadening, or
No. It can happen. There's no specific. The changes have changed. Before they used to say, "Oh, a girl is expecting a period between age 10 and 12," and then now we're hearing that 16-year-olds haven't had their period as yet.
okay.
So those things tend
Is
to
that
change.
genetic? Is that genes?
I think when I was here the last time, I was talking about a lot of things that we are eating now have a lot of hormones, and then it changes a lot of things in our cycles and our systems. So things don't necessarily are going to how we used to know it before.
So if a female from between the ages of 8 to 16 haven't seen their menstrual first period as yet, it's normal.
It can
Not
be
something you
classified.
need to
It
worry
can be
about.
classified as normal, yes.
So when is the age we should say, all right, something is wrong? Do you have any age, like say if I'm 18 and I still haven't had my period yet, is that a sign that something is wrong?
Well, then you do. People supposed to be doing yearly checkups, right? And that's a process of it. If you want to go more on the medical aspect of it, you have the nurse here,
Okay.
And remember, guys, that each individual is so unique and different. We can't expect if we have a young lady 15 and we will kind of say, okay, because she had her menstruation at 15, all the rest have to be at 15. Like Anna says, there are different factors. It could be the stress factor. With school, right, especially right now and you're very dedicated to school, just your grades, kind of trigger that stress, and that kind of hinders your process of the hormones, and then that could lead you to not having your period, or if you have it twice a month. So there are different factors that indicate. So like Anna says, it's something that you have to really take into consideration to learn the whole process and understand at which step, and that we are all different.
Okay. Let's go to rocking fashion, and we'll come back with more for a discussion.
Rockin' fashion.
Good evening, Belize, and welcome to another edition of Rockin' Fashion here on Big Chatz. And as always, guys, I am your host, Narlan. Now, guys, for today's segment, I'm here to talk a little bit about why it's important for guys to get their hair cut and different ways we can do so. And with that said, I'm visiting the Real Barbershop located at the corner of King and Amara Streets here in Belize City. I'm now joined by my guest, Farid Ahmad, owner and proprietor of the Real Barbershop. So yes, Farid.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to Big Chat. All right, then tell us a little bit, why is it important for guys to stay good?
In this world we live in, it's very important that you look sharp, you look presentable in every scenario, And if you're going to work, you need to look presentable in front of your customers, your workers, your co-workers. Out there in the public, you still need to look presentable. You don't want to be caught up with the law or anything like that. So it's very important that you look presentable.
Because same thing for the ladies could get their hair done, so same thing the guys could get their hair cut, get their markup or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, then, and for how long have you been cutting hair?
I've been cutting hair for the past 14 years, of which I'd say, let me see, about 13 of it is professionally. So, yeah.
And different ways, just give me like a couple tips, like how guys could keep themselves groomed. Just 2 simple ways they could do so.
Okay, you shave regularly. Your facial hair, you want to have that looking presentable, and you do a warm shave in the morning, before you leave home. And or just getting your hair looking decent, well, you know, well leveled off. If you like waves, you put in a nice wave cut. If you like a mohawk, you go to your barber shop, look presentable and get a nice mohawk, you know. So, you know, it's up to you. You'd find out that level cuts like the wave cuts and stuff like that is more like for, we'd say, for general, working people, working staff, going to school, stuff like that. But if you're doing a mohawk, it's more like for, you know,
teenagers, young adults.
Yeah, for it's like recreation time, you know.
People my age.
Yeah, correct.
All right, when you're speaking about the different kinds of haircuts, do you say customers staying with conventional hairstyle, or they would come in and say they want to put in this or try something new?
Okay, well, to do barbering, you need to be, what you'd say, up to the time.
Right.
You need to be aware of all the new hairstyles that are current. You need to be able to do them. I have these styles available for your customers. So, like I said, you'll be meeting a wide range of different people that want a variety of different haircuts. So you really have to be able to
up to the time.
Up to the time, yeah. Like presently, mohawks is in style. Some people like design. So very trendy and cut. Some people just like the regular shadow, like you'd say a taper cut. I would say like a shadow cut, or you know, there's different names for it. But usually customers just basically indicate to you what they want, and I'm supposed to be able to provide that for them. Yeah. And that's what we do here. It's not only myself, I have a staff of very competent barbers, and you just have to go around and ask about us. That's what we do.
All right, then. Any future plans for the Real Barber Shop?
Yes, we have a lot in store, and I'm glad you asked the question, because presently we're working on some new styles in the barbering field, and we're about to provide a couple new services, like the dyeing, you're putting a design, dyeing the design. That's what we plan to do. We plan to do the warm towel and shaving. It's like a conventional style and shaving that is provided for especially senior customers. But these are some of the services we'll be providing in the very near future. So look forward to that from the Real Barber Shop.
Well, it sounds like I need to stay come more often, you know, this is the number one barber shop, right?
And yes, man, that's what we do. We strive to remain current up to the time, and to push, and to push to another level in providing new services for customers who want to do new things, you know. So.
All right, then, thanks, Farid.
Yes, man, you're welcome.
Yeah, man. Yes, man. Guys, make sure, especially for the fellas there, make sure to make your way over to the Real Barber Shop, located at the corner of King Street and Amara Avenue here in Belize City. Until next time, keep it rocking, Belize.
And welcome back to Big Chatz right here on Love TV. And as we continue within our discussion, and before, guys, that was Rocking Fashion with Neural and Flowers. What can, as adults, you know, what do you say to parents in terms of getting their children or their girls, you know, prepared for that stage, because it's a transition for them to start to having a menstrual cycle?
Tyrone, you know me too well, and I've clarified that for you. It's not just females, you have to also educate your male children about these things.
We don't go through much. We go through things, but we don't go through much.
Remember the last time I was here, I said you have to educate the boy as well as the girl. Because then when this person gets older and they start dating someone, that they would have to understand certain things that happen to women, right?
That's true.
And then they don't say, oh, she the PMS again, and then have an attitude, right? This is a process, and it's supposed to be something that is open with parents, right? You do that from very young. You don't wait until the first menses or menarche happens.
Okay. As I spoke about it, can you please?
Yes. We already had a winner for the first kill, which is the 2 barbecue from Tony's, right?
Okay.
And the question was, what is the name of a girl's first period, right? And the answer is menarche, right?
All right.
So you win the 2 barbecues, and
so what does that person have to do to collect?
Yeah, and the person has to come into Bay Failure, normal working hours, right? Bring your identification so we can know you, and then we'll send your information over to Tony's, then you can go over there and pick up a barbecue.
Who wins?
Who exactly?
My bad. Gail Guzman.
Gail Guzman.
Yes, sorry about that.
Miss Gail Guzman.
I like the barbecue, so I want to take it for myself. So I want to give him one name.
Alright, congratulations to our winner. He just won two barbecue from Tony's Barbecue right here by Sunclass Plaza, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Now getting back into your conversation, now you have to prep both boys and girls about going through the menstrual cycle stage. But I could recall that you do have females, when they're within that process, they go through pain, or they feel bloated all day, they're quite miserable.
It's a runaway stuff.
I'm not saying, from experience, but is there anything that you could do for yourself to avoid or decrease or make the pain as minimal during that stage as a female?
Yes. Sorry, what you were referring to is called dysmenorrhea, and yes, it's when the female has a lot of cramps, pains during her menstrual cycle, and even days before, she would have, her breasts will be very tender and they will pain. So things that she can do is probably, we do have some adequate pills, medication for them. There are both, it could be ibuprofen or just the acetaminophen. But they have, if you go to the drugstore and you ask them for premenstrual period pills, they will give you specific dose and everything so that the young lady can take it. And yes, they can take it before they actually have their period and during her menstruation. Also, one thing that really helps for young females that have a lot of pain is to have like warm compresses on their tummy, on their and on their backs, so that the flow of the whole uterus, because it's contraction of the uterus, kind of like ease, and so the pain can also ease.
A question that I was asked before we had this show: is it safe for a female to engage in sexual intercourse during her period?
Well, there's a lot of health risks there,
okay,
primarily because this is the way how your body goes excreting wastage, right? And also, we have to consider that there are other sexually transmitted infections out there, and this is blood that you're dealing with. This is a bodily fluid, and especially when it comes to HIV and AIDS, the transmission of HIV, blood is one of those high concentrated bodily fluid, right? And if you're having unprotected sex with someone, and primarily during their menstruation, then you're opening it up to possibility of transmission.